Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ikhsan. I am studying college of IUN Syarif Hidayatullah Jakarta. From English Education Department, I am a 3B. I am from class 3B. This video I will try to tell you about the novel's review of a Sandra Brown with the title Bittersweet Rain. It's a novel. This novel have a romance genre with a drama and love story plot. This story tell about two people named Rick Lekenstern and Caroline Dawson. Rick is a richest son in the Western field, but the Caroline Dawson is a poor girl. The story starts when they meet in the river of the Winston field and start their love story. They continue the love story without a permission and followed by Rick's father. After that, Rick tried to tell his father about his relationship with Caroline, but his father was disagree with his son relationship. So he tried to make a distance between Rick and Caroline. So he make a plan to ask to Marilyn to pretend to be pregnant Rick's baby and ask Rick to leave the Western field. And Rick can't say anything about it and agree to leave Western field. But Rick not say goodbye to Caroline, so Caroline is confused and being left to Rick. And 12 years later, Caroline was married Rick's father and become Rick's stepmother. But Rick's father is a sick old man, but rich. When Rick's father was dying, he called Rick back to the Western field, asked to meet him for the last time before he was dying. Rick was shocked that his ex-girlfriend was his stepmother, and then he was surprised. Before his father's death, his father told about the truth about 12 years ago, that he was planning to make a distance between Caroline and Rick. In this story, so much conflict and problem between Rick and Caroline, so much drama in this novel. After his father's death, Rick realized that he had much feelings to Caroline and want to back to her side and become her husband. But there is the people in the Western field that will have a bad expectation, and then Rick's family will disagree about that decision. So Rick tried to leave the Western field for a while, go to Atlanta, and before it he asked to Caroline, is he still virgin or not. So Caroline answer it with emotional answer, and Rick say want to live, and it's make Caroline broke and down. After all, this novel is very dramatic and too girly for me, but it's fun to read a novel, and it's recommended for any girl. In the last story, finally Rick and Caroline can be married after Rick finish his problem, finish his family problem, and they live forever after. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.